I knew ashes were like so expensive, and I knew that they were going for like 10k each. I just didn't know that somebody had 10 million ashes, and this guy sold. Oh, how many did he sell? He sold 1.2 million ashes for 10 billion GP, and his whole offer is 86 bill. That's like enough, I'm very sure, for the blue party hat, like the most expensive item in the entire game right now. You know how people do these collections and stuff, where they collect like weirdest items ever, like burned food and like, I don't know, like empty cups of tea or something, and then finally somebody hits jackpot with this. Holy. So I came back to this place, right, because I need to collect ashes myself. And it is so crowded that there is no other choice but to crash other people. I don't even think you can consider this crashing anyway, because there's nothing that it can do about this anyway. That's a guy, that's me, that's a guy, that's a guy. You can see here, a soul split's coming out, right? There's two people standing in the same tile. I was like, oh my god. And everywhere you go, like, meow, 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 meow. Maybe these leeches are like, there's like a little bit, but there's like not that many spawns in here. But bam, everywhere. It is my duty to notify you that these glyphs called multiply 2 exist. You see, when collecting souls, it says output is 20 souls added to the well of souls. But that's not what I get. I get 36 souls. Because my friend Raiko told me, yo, do you know that there are these glyphs called multiply 2? And I tried checking them. Like I was like, wait, they don't actually, I don't see them. They don't exist. Like, I'm looking, maybe you need a quest or something. You do not need a quest. There is alteration glyphs. Yes, there's a second menu that I myself did not notice. So you go here and suddenly you see a bunch of other ones, like multiply 1, increases ritual output by 20%. And that's for everything, not just souls. If you put like multiply 2, let's say, increases by 40%, but you need like 66 necromancy, so you may not have the level. I do believe overloads work, but test it out yourself. So what I'm going to do right now, it says 20 souls, but let me complete a ritual, which is going to take me 1 minute. 36 souls fly over to the power vessel. Get it? And what I'm doing right now is I recently got to level 70 necromancy. I am trying to upgrade my gear because it's currently tier 60. I want to get to tier 70. Equipment list, I have to 1x United Barrows Necroplasm. I need to get each individual Barrows Brothers Necroplasm by using 20 greater Necroplasm on their sarcophagi and then find a way to combine them. Wait, this is crazy. I have to do Barrows to upgrade my gear, and this guy, Accuracy, the Doomed, it swaps prayers. I think I may die. Actually, I have no idea. Come on, don't, what is he charging? He's supposed to like swap from melee to range to all this. He says, more prayers. But since this is necromancy, he doesn't have any style. Am I gonna die? Please just... Thank you. That was very close. I do not even bring food for anything necromancy related, but I realized I think I may... Oh, I didn't have to kill this guy even. You have to kill the original brothers, I believe. Verak, Corrupted, yeah. So all I need is Carols now. It's very interesting though. If you go for like collection logs and stuff, you no longer need to bring like 2 styles. Nice. So just did the minigame to unlock tier 70. You can see I have the requirements, everything's fine except like the runes, but I can craft these, it's no problem. Then I noticed there's tier 70 power armor as well, but I did not have the requirements. If you go here, it's locked, I don't have them. Apparently it gives you another list that you have to do. So I have to go and kill 5 Calphite Queens and 5 Jan Moles. So I don't even have to think anything. I can just go here and select Calphite Queen, just redirect a portal since I already killed it, and I can just go in. Shouldn't I be able to just hit through it like completely? Like see it has magic and range protection, and I do this. I dealt a little bit of damage. Yeah. Wait, so that's it? You don't need to actually swap prayers anymore? I read a little bit about Calphite Queen. Now, I haven't done any KCs. I used to like try to unlock the collection logs in here, but the way you used to do it is you would bring like full barracks. Or you would bring, I believe that was the meta to kill it. It was very slow, it wasn't like fast kills an hour. Looks like as you level up, obviously I'm not hitting that much, and as you can see it's pretty slow, but my last known hit chance is 34%, which is not high at all. So that's why I'm killing it so slow. As I will level up, I mean, come on, we're using level 71 melee, not melee, but like a combat stat to attack Queen. That's why it's going so not too well, but I think I can do 1 KC with this food. I think later you'll be able to actually genuinely AFK the Calphite Queen, like full on. Just leave it like in one spot and just put the soul split on, or whatever else that like heals you, like someone that ghosts, you know, because it has like ability to heal for But what is a ghost actually? Why don't I use the ghost right now? That boom, what do I get from this? Dragon Chamber. There is no shot on the very first case. I get a Dragon Chamber and a Royal Chitin. We'll just watch this. I'm going to read the list again. It says, it doesn't say how many I collected, but yes, that's the very first case that I've done. Wait, actually, no, isn't like when I was going to Abyss, when I was doing, what are they called? If you go to collection log for like, yes, this wilderness, for some reason, this was in the wilderness, a Dragon Chamber. There's probably some sort of monster that gives it, but when I was doing Revenants, when I was going for the collection log, which I killed like 13,000, I believe, in total, I was like, why is this here? So I came now, got 1 KC. Wait, is it actually 1 KC? Calphi Queen 3 KC in total. Oh, and Giant Mole is still as annoying. Yes, it digs, and it just, wow, the whole fight took me like 2 minutes 48 seconds, 2 minutes 45 seconds. It's just, oh my, I don't want to come back in this place ever again. It is not AFK. It goes everything that I go for, against everything that I believe in. Get me out of this place. I believe that's it. Gave him the list. Should pop up like the thing that I completed everything. That's the knowledge to upgrade to tier 70 power armor specifically. Now, in order to upgrade to tier 70 armor, you need these plates that you get from the very first necromancy boss, which is Hermod, the Spirit of War. So I completed the quest and I tried the boss after the quest, and it's fairly easy boss, even if you don't have like really good weapons. If you're like using tier 60s or something, it's still okay. Obviously, it's better if you have better weapons, so do your quests and whatever else needed to upgrade them. But to upgrade the armor, you need these plates if you want to have tier 70 power armor. That's why I was camping tier 60 for the longest time, because I had to defeat this boss, and it has 1 in 10 chance to drop the plate. So I'll have to kill, I think, like, how many pieces do we have? Like 6, I think, for armor. I have to kill it 60 times on average before I can upgrade to tier 70 power armor. Now, I started fighting the boss, and initially I thought, what a like weak mechanic they put in. So you're fighting the boss, and it summons like these 2 spirits, and the boss becomes immune to your damage until you kill those 2 spirits. And I thought it was just so cheesy, like, oh, come on. I thought it was HP based as well. So when it gets like 100k HP, I thought it summons those things. Turns out that's not the case. If you're actually very quick, you will never see those spirits. So if you're like very high level and you have like tier 99s or tier 90s, yeah, you probably will never see those spirits if you have proper rotations of your abilities. Now, because I did not know how abilities work, because I spent most of the time not PVMing, but doing those ritual thingies or just AFKing at Ankus with some random revolution bar, I summoned those souls like twice per fight, and the fight took me like 2 minutes to complete. And I was watching a guide, and I think it was RS guy. He was killing it in like 15 seconds. I'm like, wait a minute, something's wrong. I probably should upgrade my weapons at least. And my friend Raiko also told me, get at least tier 80s, because oh my god, it is so accurate. It is so a lot of damage also, even though for the boss I already had 100% of accuracy anyway. But I decided not to continue the boss until I upgrade at least to tier 80 weapons. So I went to the Ghost, and the Ghost gave me a list what do I need to upgrade for tier 80s. And it was to kill 5 Queen Black Dragons and 5 Nexus. I was like, wow, these are like completely different things. One is kind of completely easy, but Nexus kind of hard. Turns out that you can actually duo, or you can even team it, but you will have to deal the most damage. So if you're having trouble with tier 70 or tier 70 weapons, because that's what you have to use. Again, we're trying to upgrade to tier 80s. Just to make the weapons, you don't actually need anything. You need like those greater and soul bars. So you will need level 80 necromancy, obviously, because you need to equip them. Yeah, okay, so get the tier 80 weapons, unlike me, who was using tier 70 at next, and I was having a lot of trouble at the blood phase and all that, but I did manage to solo everything. I was very bad in the beginning. Like the very first attempts that I did, was terrible. I was stuck at the blood phase for like 5 minutes until I just teleported out. Not even 5 minutes, I think it was like 10 minutes. And that was multiple attempts as well. Until I started reading what the abilities do. And I was like, okay, so if I cast this, what is the ability name? I do Touch of Death. Yeah, if I cast a Touch of Death, then I can cast Finger of Death, because it applies stacks and the Finger of Death consumes the stacks. So the more stacks there are, I think that's how it works. So First cast one, then consume, boom, and you deal massive damage. Don't just cast Finger of Death for no reason. So first of all, I had to get from level 70 to level 80 necromancy. I decided to AFK. Yes, it was time for that. I went to Ankus initially just to check the experience because I purchased also Rune Metrics Pro. It was just like one bond. I wanted to see the XP an hour. Yes, unfortunately, for such basic functions, you have to pay money. So Old School has Runelight. Be happy that is free for now. Wait until something happens. So I AFK'd there. I was getting like, I don't know, like 260k XP an hour maybe at Ankus. It was very chill. It was easy. Nothing, no chance of death pretty much. If you have like Bunny up, plus if you summon the Ghost, it heals you as well. And yeah, it was very chill, but I wanted some action. I was like, what about something like Abyssal Demons? Yeah, they're higher level, but my accuracy was only 61%. I'm assuming because of my weapon, because of my necromancy level, it was just not high enough. And it turned out it was actually better XP by just a little bit. It was like 300k XP. However, it kind of fell off eventually at like 280k. But I was also on a Slayer task. What I noticed while I was on a Slayer task is that my accuracy was at 61%. And when I finished the task, it was the same. So Slayer task was not actually increasing any accuracy at all, at least a last known hit chance that it says. But I did see that the damage was increased because I was getting like 300k XP an hour in necromancy, and then it fell off to like 260k without a Slayer task. And then I did a bunch of these. Like I had like 4 Abyssal Demon tasks, and then I did those Abyssal Savages, and it was just so many people. You actually have to share the same world, had like 3 people, and then eventually I found a completely empty world, and it was not good. It was too difficult. There were too many of them at once, and had to eat, and it wasn't like full AFK, and it was actually a very similar experience. So it seemed like anything that you kill, you get the same amount of XP. And again, I haven't looked up what other people are doing. I was kind of exploring everything myself and on my own pace. Yes, that's why maybe my necromancy is only level 81 at the moment, but I'm having a lot of fun. And yeah, getting from level 70 to 80, it wasn't that bad. How much is that? Like 1.3, maybe 1.2 mil XP that I had to gain. So what is that? Like 5 hours maybe I spent AFKing. Okay, it's time to upgrade from tier 70 to tier 80 weapons. It's actually pretty cheap. I thought you're gonna need some plates to get from the mini-boss, but apparently not. All you need is greater and soul bar, 3 of each, and this took actually no time. However, my gear is still tier 60, which actually doesn't matter too much for the boss because, well, it doesn't really hit much. So you have already the DPS, all is needed. But maybe I should try getting the power armor since... Wait, that's all? No. Ooh, you see, I almost got tricked. I was like, you just need bone runes and that's all? No, you need Hermodic plates. Ah, yes, that's where they come in. So that means I could make 2 pieces, I guess. So let's make Ensoul Thread, Ensoul Cloth, and Bone Rune. It is kind of sad because I thought I'm going to be using tank armor like always, because I thought there was no power armor for necromancy, and they're trying to revive the tank armor. Look at this. The body gives 900 life points. The legs give also 900 life points. All of that will be lost. It's more for like maybe AFKing because that's like my playstyle, but I guess power armor at the end of the day is better because you kill enemies quicker. That means they deal less damage to you, so you have to upgrade. The Spectral Scythe ability will work from 2 tiles away. This is what I was complaining about. I was like, oh, this is like just 1 tile away. My normal scythe hits like from like a halberd range, you know, from further away. So this is exactly what it will do. Boom. Since it had no requirements, why not? Why not just unlock everything, to be honest? What is this actually? Damage is increased from 1% by 1% of the enemy's missing life points. Sign me up, please. Okay, Scythe is almost off cooldown. I just saw it in action. It is actually really awesome. So the first one should be a very basic hit. Like it's just gonna like Scythe like normally. Yeah, that's it. But look at the second one. Now it's gonna be improved. It's gonna spin around like, whew, like that. 3,000, 3,000, 3,000 damage I saw. Ooh, upgraded abilities, huh? Nice for like AoE, AFK, like Abyssal Demons. I just started, so this XP an hour may not be like too accurate, but wow, what an improvement. But again, it's not just the abilities, it's also tier 80 weapons. And I am overloaded because I thought I was not. Yes. Okay, let me camp in here for a little bit longer. I still need to get those 2 levels, and let's see where does this XP an hour settle at Abyssal Demons. This is also not the best place. The better place would be at a lower level of Wildy, because here there's like 3, 4, 5, 6 maybe at once that you can fight. But it's so crowded that it's actually impossible to find a world. Even in like the middle of the night when there's 200 people online, there's always like 1 or 2 people killing Abyssal Demons. So I had to come here. I just realized that there's a 3rd strike as well. See, 2nd cast, 3rd cast, strike from above, shattering spectral energy around you. I didn't know that until my character started doing some weird jump from the sky, and I couldn't tell which ability it was, and I was convinced that this is only 2 shot or 2 abilities in one side. So 1, come on, 2. Now I'm gonna jump. All of these are AoE in one single scythe ability. Now I see why these guys had this ability. It always was like at the very beginning at the revolution bars, and I couldn't tell why, because I only had the tier 1 unlocked. I couldn't figure it out. I was dealing like 900 damage to Nex, and I was like, why is this so prioritized over everything else? I see now. I see. Hey, what do I see here? It's an Abyssal head, which is 1 in 6k chance, but I believe it's my 4th one actually on this account, because I have like so many Abyssal demon kills. 28,000 in total. Oh, actually, well, 3 Abyssal heads, yeah. Well, that will do. Also, it's rare. I don't know where you can use them, except for like putting them in a player-owned house or something. So this is like 360k XP an hour. I've been in here for half an hour, you can see. 125k XP was gained. It's very good XP compared, because this is not even on a Slayer task. I was pulling barely 300k on a Slayer task, and then, so this is an extra 100k just because I upgraded my weapons, I assume, and maybe torso and the legs. But now I want to try out on maybe those other abyssal creatures. Again, let's go to those savages, yeah? Also, the accuracy has increased from 61 to 77% now since I upgraded the weapons, and I also leveled up my necromancy. Okay, so definitely Abyssal Demons were worse XP an hour. I'm getting 450k XP almost after staying here for almost half an hour, and I'm almost leveled up, 2.3k XP to go. So I guess when you obtain higher level weapons, you probably should not camp lower level mobs like Ankus and so on, because it just probably is not worth it. But I also want to try out the Abyssal Beasts, because they have like 30k HP, and I'm just curious, well, because these guys have 15k, they're kind of difficult already, and I'm curious, Slayer task plus this thing, you know, 450k, let's see, can I beat that on those Abyssal Rats, whatever they're called? 3 active conjures, yeah, I can do that now. Okay, well, let's check it out then. You could probably tell by the amount of people that are in here, and oh, there is actually somebody. Okay, my aggression potion works, get away from me, I have to hop worlds. I think there's only one guy, so if I can't find a world, I'll have to go back to this, unfortunately. Just like Abyssal Beasts and many other places, sometimes 3 people is the norm. Turns out it wasn't that bad, so this is not AFK at all compared to savages that I was killing. However, it's a nice way to recognize what certain abilities do, like Blood Siphon. It heals you, right? It like deals damage to multiple enemies, so the more enemies, I'm assuming, the more heal you get. Also, the Ghost, it's so noticeable, the heals, because you see I'm just losing and losing little by little HP. Sometimes you get sharks, which is very nice, but not always, so I try to keep them for extreme emergency cases. And other than that, I just keep spamming literally just Blood Siphon and the Ghost, which is already summoned, plus with a Bunny Yip that heals me just a little bit, you know. I don't want to bring any combat familiars, because if, let's say, Ripper Demon attacks an enemy, you get melee XP. So it kind of takes away from necromancy. That also includes cannon. But other than that, I just got to 85 necromancy and 114 slayer. Yes, I can now kill dinosaur rippers, and I'm 1 level away from that boss, the Magister. I got 200 keys. It's like Ober, so I got 200 attempts, and I think it's undead as well. So Salm Amulet would work, and maybe Necromancer, I don't know. But yeah, the accuracy is not so good on these guys, only 56%. So I assume, obviously, when you would get a better, let's say, tier 90 weapon, the accuracy would increase by at least a little bit better. The XP rates would be better. So what are the XP rates? It's around 400k necromancy XP an hour. I've been in here for almost an hour and I still did not finish the whole Slayer task. So it's around 200 kills an hour is what I'm doing right now. And 300k Slayer XP an hour. But obviously, eventually the task will be finished. And so it's not really consistent. Who knows what the next task is going to be. Maybe Black Demons. That's what I got last time. I had to cancel. Get Hydrix Dragons. Probably don't want to do them. I want to do something AoE constantly. How much XP actually until next Slayer level? 6 million. The thing is, it doesn't seem like it's a lot because of how much XP you get, but also you get more necromancy XP. So if I would go for, let's say, 6 mil Slayer XP, that also means I would gain like 8 mil necromancy XP, which is... I would get to 99 necromancy by the time I get to 115 Slayer. But the ghost will keep healing me. See, 4.7k now. Come on, go all the way to 5k. Heal me. Yeah, almost. Yeah. Oh, 5.2. Yeah, let's go. Just recognizing abilities little by little and what they do. It's kind of like utility ability. May not be... Actually, I think it decreases XP an hour. So if you have food, it would be better to use food. Or just better gear, I guess. Actually, I have to ask my friend. He said he knew a very good place where he trained from 85. So AI, this guy was rank 4, like overall rank, like the total levels and total experience. I guess he got 5.6 bill XP pretty early. He said once I get to 85 necromancy, he's going to tell me a good spot, but I have to ask him if he's okay with the spot being shown in a video, because I don't know if he's actually using the spot or not. Come Discord, I can explain verbally. You can show people the spot and I explain it, but don't show me explaining to you. Okay. All right, so it turns out that it was this spot. It was literally the spot, the same spot. I'm just not using the correct abilities. He told me to use Threads of Fate. Apparently this is a super good single target necromancy attacks will also be cast up to 4 additional enemies. Anyway, the reason why I didn't do it is because it required the runes. I saw any ability that required runes and I was like, nope, I have to runecraft. Who likes runecrafting? Not this guy. But if you complete medium tasks, apparently, you get a teleport that's very close to the altars. So you don't have to like walk each time, and it makes rune crafting much easier. And I think you craft more runes. In fact, you can see it right here. There's a task, the Tome of Free teleports to Smithy Unlimited, it says. 5% chance per impure essence of receiving extra runes as well. And it's only 10 tasks. There's only medium tasks available. There's nothing else. So maybe eventually gonna add more things, but for now it seems it's super easy and I should just probably complete these. Turns out there were easy tasks also, not just medium, but I've done everything. Where do I claim my rewards now? Too much text actually, there's probably more things. Drop bones, big bones, baby dragon bones, and Vyvern bones are sent to the focus storage. Toggleable. Wait, is that like auto banking? But to the storage instead of bank, which is essentially bank because you can take them out. 10% chance to make 4 dose necromancy potions. 5% chance per impure essence of receiving extra runes for rune crafting. How do you operate? And then you teleport. Toggle. Yeah. Oh, there's 2 options though. So every time you do this, do you have to like actually use 2 options, or can you wear it? And then there's a right click for. Boom, there is a right click. Not only is there a right click, can you drag it to the menu and use as the first one to teleport to Smithy? Yes, yes. Okay, so let's say if I customize now a keybind to, let's say, hypothetical anything, just let's try this something like a P. So if I click P, will it teleport? Yeah. Let's do it again. It's unlimited. Do it. Yeah. Nice. Okay. It's gonna be easy. Oh wait, nothing is gonna be easy. Because I'm an Iron Man. I was about to go like do 1 hour of runecrafting and then you realize, bro, you need to make the essence now. Good thing is those multiply glyphs exist. I'm actually very curious how much pure essence I collected because it's been 1 hour and 1 minute now. Let's see. Open the show chest. The output is 6,000 pure essence. I am very happy with this. I found this item in the bank as well. Power Burst of Sorcery. When you next craft runes, your runes per essence multiplier is doubled. But I think you can only drink this every 2 minutes. So I'm not going to be able to always constantly drink this. And this lasts for like 8 seconds or something. Which also means since I'm runecrafting, I should set a relic that will never have my pouches degrade. Pouch protector. When using runecrafting pouches, they will never degrade. Harness the power. Because this one is degraded and I was so lazy to fix it. I know you can use lunars, but it's still too slow. People said that if you configure the pouch, You currently have no preferences set. Default rune, pure or impure. Now I will be able to fill it like this. Fill, fill, fill. It says durability 100%, but it's not. It's broken. It is broken. Yes. See, it's still the same text though. Durability 100%, but now I can fill it all the way to 12. Wow, 7 versus 12. Okay, I started another stopwatch. I'm gonna do this for 1 hour or until I run out of runes, which is 6,000. I don't even know if that's gonna be used in 1 hour. I'll try not to slack. I'll do my best. So spirit runes were like the most common ones, and when I crafted like the whole inventory, I got like 700 of them. So I'm gonna use powers burst right now to double rune C in 9 seconds. 8. Let's go. Ooh, actually doubles. Damn. But what do? It's on cooldown now. Power burst potion prevention. You cannot drink this constantly. And I think it's actually 2 minutes. It shows 1 minute, but you know, it's sticking down. I'm just gonna get used to this tome as well, because I just escaped through the portal, but you can just teleport directly to the bank and then do this, click 1, bah. And now it's occupying the space and I cannot drink it, but it's okay, because when I need it, it's still better to double it. Look, I already know it's gonna give extra, because it's gonna be 1,500 something. Boom. So it does give slightly more, and I think it's because of overload potion, because my necromancy is higher. And nothing to do with runecrafting, extreme runecrafting, because I googled and it was just no info about anything in increasing yield or something. But necromancy levels, they do. Okay, this time I got overload only and no extreme ranging or extreme runecrafting potion. So was extreme runecrafting potion that was responsible for all of this? Wait, it was actual runecrafting potion and not overload. Okay, because I can clearly tell it's 711 versus like 740 something. So what I'll do is I'll grab these extreme runecrafting potions. I'll put them in the flask, and then I'll put the flask inside this reservoir so it will auto drink the potion for me. Your potion will now start to auto consume upon the timer running out. Okay, we're good for half an hour. Alright, it's currently showing 56 minutes, but I think that's going to be enough. I got 3,000 flesh rune, 6,000 bone rune, and 20k spirit rune. I didn't need this one for the spell that I'm currently going to use, but I'm very sure this is going to be used in the future too. That's a lot of runes. They made it very admin friendly, because if it only gave 1 rune per essence, bro, how annoying would it be to make all these spirit runes? So good job on that, Jagex. Alright guys, that's it.